Shalom, shalom. Call halal Allah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that preach the truth throughout the four corners of the globe, risking their lives to do so. Alright. And the spirit was on me to do this video. You gotta realize, man. You gotta realize where we living at, man. All right, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in the entertainment, all right, of this world. Don't get caught up in the distractions of this world, but actually look at America for what it really is, man. This place is a captivity. This place is bounding. All right, this place is to bond the Israelites, man. This is a captivity, man. This is slavery that we in. It may not be, hard bondage slavery, like when we was in Egypt or before we came, or Salakia. It may not be hard bondage like when we was in Egypt or, back in the 1800s and shit like that. But this is still slavery, man. All right? And you always got to remember, every day you wake up, you waking up in captivity, man. All right? So never forget that you're in captivity. Because the moment you forget you're in captivity, all right, is the moment you're going to start slipping off, man. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. All right. Now, this is obviously talking about now, all right? The children of Israel and the children of Judah are oppressed together. That never happened before, man, all right? The southern kingdom and the rest of the Israelites never been in captivity together before until now. So that's how you know this is talking about now, man. And the captivity is in America, you know? It says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. All right. We can't barge up. We can't just, bust in the White House or, go up. We can't just go up to Esau and be like, hey, man, we want to go back to Israel. We don't want to be here no more. We're not supposed to be here, this, that. We in captivity. Let us free. Let us go. Let us be free, man. We can't do that, man. All right? The only way that we're going to be free from this captivity is through Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah, through his deliverance, all right? Through his coming back, through his arrival. That's the only way, man. Other than that, can't nobody take us from this captivity, man. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I'm gonna go to the point. Verse Salakia. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto the nations for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. That's talking about now, man. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, which is our Lord, he did bring us back into Egypt again through ships. We came here to America, all right, in slave ships, man. The Israelites. So with that being said, this is spiritually Egypt, man. All right, America. Esau still taking on the customs of Egypt, them Egyptian customs to uphold his kingdom. He still taking on those Roman, that Roman spirit to build America, that Babylonian spirit to build America. It's like this is the kingdom of all the wicked kingdoms in one. That's why this place got to get destroyed like no other kingdom has been destroyed. Because this is a kingdom like Salaki, this is a wicked ass queendom like no other wicked queendom, man. All right. So the Lord said he was going to bring us into Egypt by ships again, man. And we should be sold unto our enemies. All right. We sold into our enemies because of what we did, man. What did we do to go in captivity? All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm going to read verse 15. Well, I'm going to read verse 14. I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, "And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them." All right. So that was a commandment that we should not go aside from these commandments. All right. Which means that we keep every commandment to the best of our ability. All right. Not to go after other gods and serve them. And that's what you Israelites are doing by celebrating these vain holidays, man. You know, dabbling in this, dabbling in that. Oh, I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of that. Not knowing what the fuck you really taking part of, man. And that's what's wrong with Jake. Jake worshiping other gods, man. And he not worshiping the true power of the Lord. He not coming back to the true heritage. Jake want to be everything except a fucking Israelite, man. That's the problem. You know? Jake want to be mixed with this. Oh, I'm mixed with this. I'm mixed with that. I got a little bit of this in my blood, you know. My mother's side this, my father's side this. But you don't want to be a damn Israelite and follow these laws, man. You rather be an African American, all right? Which that shit is vain. Ain't no such thing as no African American, man. You rather be a nasty heathen, which is considered as spittle to the Lord, than rather be a child of the Lord, man, which is an Israelite, which is the true nation that the Lord dealing with, man. Well, Salakia, I'm gonna read this over again. "And the Lord shall bring thee," Salakia, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again." Right? We ain't gonna see our land again until the Lord, unless, you know, of course you already got brothers out there that's in Israel that was just born there through the Lord giving them their lot. But don't, if you're an Israelite, you know, and you know this truth, and you know what may have you, don't go back to the land of Israel, man, until the Lord set us back in that land, man. All right, because right now that land is defiled, it's wicked. You know, and you got them nasty ass rats over there, man, taking over our land right now. And, you know, right now is not the time to be going down to Israel or none of that shit, man. All right. It says, "And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondwomen and for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." Right. Ain't nobody going to be able to buy. Because back then, you know, back in, you know, like the 1800s, 1700s and things like that, and in the ancient world, you could be able to buy a man out of slavery, you know? But now, ain't nobody gonna buy the Israelites out of this captivity, man. Can't nobody buy you out this captivity. Only person that's gonna deliver you through this captivity is Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's the only way you're gonna leave this captivity, all right? Either through the Lord smiting your ass or through the Lord delivering you in the chariot. That's the only way you're going to get delivered from here, you know, unless the Lord, you know, kill you or whatever the Lord got planned for you. But, Salakia. I'm going to go back in Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. I'm going to read verse 33 again. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast." Right, when you hold something fast, you cleave into it. You know? You don't let it go. It says they refused to let them go. Verse 34, "Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause that they may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right. So even though we in this captivity right now, the Lord, which is the Redeemer, is strong, man. You know? So the Lord is the only one that's going to redeem the Israelites out of captivity, man. You know? The Lord is the only one who's going to redeem us out of captivity. And he said he shall thoroughly plead their cause. Plead whose cause, man? Thoroughly plead whose cause? The elect, man. The ones that's sighing and crying for the abominations done in this place, man. All right? Sighing and crying on the highway. Sighing and crying, sighing and crying just praying to the Lord. Sighing and crying to the Lord, period. You do that through videos, man. You do that on the highways and byways. You do that when you praying. You do that when you give praise, man. The Lord is going to plead the cause of the Israelites, man. You know? Salakia. This is Micah chapter 7, verse 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Right. And the word indignation is basically righteous anger. So whatever the Lord do to us, we got it coming, man. All right? So we got to bear the indignation of the Lord because we sinned against the Lord, all right? Because when you go back and... That's the reason we in this fucking captivity now, man. Because we sinned against the Lord. The nation of Israel as a whole sinned against the Lord, man. So that's why we got to bear the indignation. And that's why we in this captivity. Salaki, this is... I know I'm jumping around a little bit. But this is Deuteronomy chapter 30. Verse 10, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes, which are written in this book of the law, and if thou turn unto the Lord thy God with all thine heart and with all thy soul, it says verse 11, for this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee, neither is it far off. All right. So if we kept the Lord's commandments, you know, if we study the book of law and keep these commandments, worship the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, you know, and turn away from our wicked ways to turn into the Lord, to turn to righteousness, then we wouldn't have been in this situation, man. We wouldn't have curses upon us. We wouldn't be in captivity. But we did, man. We broke the Lord's commandments. All right? Even when the Lord delivered us out of Israel, we still went off, man. Or the Israelites still went off. Okay? So that's why we got to bear the indignation of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. And I'm going to grab another precept. This Deuteronomy chapter 28. And I'm going to read verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe. Oh, when you observe, what do? When you observe something, you study it. You look at it. You basically you meditate on it, man. So we gotta meditate, study, look, and observe to do the commandments, man. All right, it says to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall fall, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, so these curses is gonna overtake the nation of Israel, and it's already happening now. These curses is overtaking the nation of Israel, man. You got, you know, kids growing up without a two-parent household, which is a broken family, man. Because if you don't got the mom and the dad in the household, that's a broken family, man. All right, which is a curse. You got our people out, confusion of faces, that's a curse. All right. The crack epidemic, the drug epidemic that Jake go through, that's a curse, man. Look, Jake fit all the curses, man. Ain't nobody fitting these curses except the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And that's how you know that that's us, man. But so, like, back to the point, that's the reason why we under these curses, because we didn't follow the laws. And that's why we got to bear the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because we sinned against them. Back in Micah 7:9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. All right? So until the Lord plead our cause, which is when he come back, all right, when Yahushua come back for the elect, that's him pleading our cause, man. Lord willing, we the elect, all right? And execute judgment for the Israelites. Execute judgment for those that's looking for righteousness, for those that's seeking the Lord, man. He gonna execute judgment for those, man. So you should be seeking the Lord, seeking righteousness so it can be established. And the Lord gonna execute judgment for you, man. That's why the scriptures say, wait, you supposed to wait on the Lord, man, for vengeance, you know? We can't take vengeance in our own hands. We got to wait till the Lord plead our cause, man. So until that day, we got to bear the indignation of the Lord, man. We got to go through these curses, you know. We got to continue to suffer through this flesh. We got to continue to go off, not willfully, but we subject into sin, man, because we in this flesh. That's a fucking curse, man. All right? So until the Lord come back, we got to bear the indignation, man, you know? So until the Lord come back and plead our cause and execute judgment for us, man. And when Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua come back, that's what he going to do. He going to execute judgment. And Salaki, I'm going to close out with this, Lord willing. This is Luke chapter 18. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, and shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? That's right, man. And the Lord is going to find faith on the earth. All right? We just read in verse 7 that the Lord will avenge his own elect. You know, and the elect is those that cry day and night unto him. Crying day and night unto the Lord is the prayers, is the videos, it's going out on the highways and byways, all right? Preaching his word, getting his word across, man. Suffering, affliction, tribulation for the Lord's sake. You know? And that's what the Lord going to avenge. All those brothers and Israelites that's doing those things exactly. Salakia, bear with me real quick. All right, Salakia. This is Hebrews chapter 9, verse 28. It says, Hebrews chapter 9, verse 28. So Hamashiach was once offered to bear the sins of many, and unto them that look for him shall he appear the second time without sin unto salvation. All right? So Yahushua, he had to bear the sins of the whole nation of Israel, man. He had to take on the sins of the whole nation of Israel and die for them, man. You know? But it says, unto them that look for him. The only ones that's looking for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is the elect, man. In that multitude, you know? He shall appear the second time unto... He said, he shall appear the second time. That's how you know we already do this. That's how you know reincarnation is real. All right? Because if you seeking the Lord now, that means you was doing that in the ancient world when Yahushua was alive, man. All right, even before when he was alive, all throughout your past lives, man. Cause when you go back in Daniel, the 12th chapter, in that last verse, it talk about how Daniel gonna rest and come back in his lot. All right, letting you know reincarnation is real. But Salakia, back to the point, it says, and to them that look for him shall he appear the second time without sin unto salvation, man. Which means the Lord not gonna come back in the flesh. The Lord gonna come back in the angelic body with hella power, man. Into salvation, to deliverance. Because the word salvation means to save from danger. So the Lord gonna save his elect from danger, man. All right? And that's the point. You know? That the Lord is our salvation. The Lord is the only thing that can deliver us from our captivity. Nothing else, man. All right? So with that being said, Lord willing, this video is very edifying through the spirit and power of Bahashem Yahushua. Call halal Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. All right, and Shalom, Achim, who pushed his truth out the four corners of the globe. Bye, bye.